Okay, well, sticking with gender issues of a type, I want to bring this report on screen. This is a scientific paper called Development of Gender Non-Contentedness during Adolescence and Early Adulthood. And of course, this is talking about people that are experiencing, or children that are experiencing gender dysphoria of some kind. I just want to bring one of the graphs on screen here. Because what they're saying in this report is that 78% of children, in this case from the age of 10 upwards, and in fact they're into young adulthood as well, 78% of people don't have an issue with gender, with whatever gender they think they are. They do not have any gender non-contentedness as they talk about it. They talk about 2% of people from the age of 10 upwards who have an increasing gender non-contentedness, so that would be increasing from almost never saying that they wanted to be of the opposite sex to being sometimes saying that they want to be of the opposite sex. And then the remaining 19% of people, as they get older, they basically drop this whole notion of having trouble with the gender that they are. So they're saying that that 19% falls from almost never talking about wishing to be the opposite sex to actually never talking about wishing to be the opposite sex. So let's just look at a couple of the points that they make in their conclusion here. First of all, they say, we find that gender non-contentedness is most common around the age of 11, and that the prevalence decreases with age. And of course, the thing that's of particular concern is how children from the age of 11 in particular are targeted with, we can help you if you have these problems. And the problems that they have are effectively encouraged in their schools and other places. So if we put that back on screen again, then I just want to remind everybody of the comments that Bertrand Russell made way back in his book, The Impact of Science and Society. And he was talking about the future scientific dictatorship that we were all going to be living under. And he said, I think the subject which would be of most importance politically is mass psychology. Its importance has been enormously increased by the growth of modern methods of propaganda. And he said, it may be hoped that in time anybody will be able to be persuaded of anything if he can catch the patient young and is provided by the state with money and equipment. Now, we're going to talk a little bit more about who's being provided by the state with money and equipment in a minute. But I just wanted to make the point that catching people young and sort of encouraging these thoughts is something that we've witnessed over the last number of years. And just make the point that this is something that the establishment has understood for quite a long time. Now, coming back to the report then, they said that the results of the current study might help adolescents to realize that it is normal to have some doubts about one's identity and one's gender identity during this age period. That's from the age of 10 upwards, and that this is also relatively common. And they say that our data indicate associations between experiencing gender non-contentedness and a poorer self-concept and mental health throughout adolescence. And the thing that I think we have seen is how that idea of having a poor self-concept and having poor mental health is something which we've seen encouraged in people. And this is, I think, of concern. So now, of course, as a result of this encouragement and the physical harm that's been done to people as a result, the Gender Identity Development Service was closed recently. We reported this at the time. This, of course, is Tavistock and Portman Foundation, NHS Foundation Trusts. But as Debbie pointed out to me earlier, it does say here very clearly that new services for children and young people with gender incongruence are being established with the creation of a northern hub and a southern hub. Now, there's a lot of talk in the media over the last couple of days about the chaotic nature of the creation of these two new hubs. But Debbie, this just looks to me like, just as with other pretty unpleasant NHS strategies like Liverpool Care Pathway, for example, they're just rebranding Tavistock into a new form, and they're just going to carry on regardless.
Yeah, 100%. And I have got something to say about this, because honestly, just a couple of weeks ago in my blog, I was reporting about this new gender service. What they're trying to do is get GPs to sign up to go on a short course, a gender counselling, gender reassignment, gender referral course, so that now there are 5,000 children on the waiting list, and many of them are going to be referred to GPs, and GPs are saying, we don't know anything about gender reassignment, which is why they're being incentivized to sign up, learn, so that now your GP will be your first point of contact.
Yes. Okay.